people who've been in the rocketry business for decades who say about you that you don't know what you don't know.
Well, I suppose that's true of anyone. How can anyone know what they don't know? But
when critics say you can't do this, your answer to them is,
we've done it.
He's done it in partnership with NASA, which has given SpaceX technical advice and a contract worth up to $1.6 billion, mostly for 12 cargo flights to the space station. But SpaceX's lack of experience bothers some NASA legends like Apollo astronauts Neil Armstrong and Gene Cernan.
You know, there are American heroes who don't like this idea. Neil Armstrong, Gene Cernan have both testified against commercial spaceflight and the way that you're developing it, and I wonder what you think of that.
I was very sad to see that because those guys are, those guys are heroes of mine, so it's really tough. You know, I wish they would come and visit and see the hardware that we're doing here, and I think that would change their mind.
They inspired you to do this, didn't they?
Yes.
And to see them casting stones in your direction.
It's difficult.
Did you expect them to cheer you on?
Certainly hoping they would.
What are you trying to prove to them?
What I'm trying to do is to make a significant difference in spaceflight and help make spaceflight accessible to almost anyone. And I would hope for as much support in that direction as we can receive.
And right now we're just trying to make as much progress as we can with the resources that we have available, and just sort of keep moving the ball forward. And hopefully, I think as we show that this is possible, that this dream is real, not just a dream, it's something that can be made real. I think the support will snowball over time. And I should say also the main reason I'm personally accumulating assets is in order to fund this. So I really don't have any other motivation for personally accumulating assets except to be able to make the biggest contribution I can to making life multiplanetary.
페이팔의 CEO였던 데이비드는 일론 머스크에 대해 이렇게 말했습니다. 그는 아주 높은 목표를 세우고 놀라운 속도로 그 목표를 달성해냅니다. 앞선 인터뷰와 이런 말들 그리고 그의 행보를 지켜보면 그는 남들의 평가와 비난 속에서도 흔들리지 않는 것이 있었습니다. 비교나 경쟁을 하기보다는 그런 시간을 자신의 일에 집중한다는 것입니다. 실제로 일론 머스크는 주 100시간을 일하는 것으로 알려져 있는데요. 지금의 상황이 안 좋다고 상황에 지배당하지 않고 지금보다 훨씬 밸류를 끌어올리기 위해 일에 몰두하는 거죠. 일론 머스크는 현재 인간이 과거 공룡들보다 더 많은 위험 요소에 둘러싸여 있다고 보고 있습니다. 예를 들어 소행성이나 거대 화산 때문에 멸망할 수도 있고 유전자 조작, 바이러스, 핵전쟁 등 위험천만한 기술들에 의해 멸망할 수도 있다고 하죠. 그래서 우리 인류는 이 조그만 지구에서 벗어나 삶을 확대해야 한다고 생각하죠. 그런데 이것을 방해하는 것이 로켓이라고 말합니다. 쉽게 말해 항공사는 비행기를 재사용할 수 있기 때문에 존재할 수 있는데 우주 왕복선 같은 예외를 제외하면 로켓은 한 번밖에 못 쓰니까요. 이 문제를 해결하고 유인 우주 비행 비용을 최소 100분의 1로 줄여내야 한다고 말합니다. 그리고 이것이 일론 머스크가 스페이스X를 설립한 이유라고 말하죠.
Alright, last question. 3 pieces of advice to entrepreneurs. What are your 3 pieces? I'm an entrepreneur, so you can share them with me.
Okay.
How would you advise me?
Well, first of all, I really need to give some thought to how can I provide advice that would be most helpful, and I'm not sure I've given enough thought to that to give you the best possible answer. But I think certainly being focused on something that you're confident will have high value to someone else, and just being really rigorous in making that assessment, because people tend to a natural human tendency is wishful thinking. So a challenge for entrepreneurs is to say, well, what's the difference between really believing in your ideals and sticking to them versus pursuing some unrealistic dream that
Right.
doesn't actually have merit. And that is a really difficult thing to tell. Can you tell the difference between those two things?
Right.
You know? So you need to be sort of very rigorous in your self-analysis. I think certainly extremely tenacious, and then just work like hell. I mean, you just have to put in, 80 to 100 hour weeks every week. And
It's a
then
lot of work.
all those things improve the odds of success.
Okay.
I mean, if other people are putting in 40-hour work weeks and you're putting in 100-hour work weeks, then even if you're doing the same thing, you know that in 1 year you will achieve what they achieve. You will achieve in 4 months what it takes them a year to achieve.
Okay. I like your work ethic.
다양한 스토리로 다양한 관점을 갖길 원하는 사람이라면 지금 이 채널을 구독해보세요.